This is the complete system of changeover arrangement for grid-connected to off-grid operation of a solar PV system. The system mainly consists of the grid tie inverter, the control system, the UPS, essential loads that are related to home appliances and the essential load that is controlled through radio frequency switching-based power sockets. The following figure shows the interface of the controller that is designed to combine with the dump load itself. The controller consists of an LED display that depicts the generated solar power and the load consumption. Moreover, the controller consists of 4 power sockets to connect the essential loads, the inverter, UPS charging port, and the UPS output port. With combined the radio frequency generation model, the system can be controlled essential loads itself. The system mainly operates under 3 scenarios. In the first scenario, the grid power is available and the generated solar power is fed to the grid. The remaining TAO scenarios are incorporated to the operation under the grid failure. In the second scenario, when the generated solar power is greater than the essential load consumption, the excess power is consumed by the dump load. In the last scenario, when the generated solar power is less than the essential load consumption, the RF-controlled power loads optimize the domestic power usage to avoid the UPS battery drainage. First turn on the power switch of the controller and then the LCD panel displays the instantaneous load and inverter power. After that, once the grid is turned on, the green LED of the controller indicates that the system is operated on grid available mode. Also, the UPS starts its charging operation. As the next step, the inverter is turned on and then it starts a count of 60 seconds to initiate its safe mode operation, and at the end of this process inverter checks whether there is the grid power available or not. After that, the inverter starts to feed the solar power to the loads and grid. And the controller is used to control the process. When power off the grid supply, then the inverter displays it as grid dump on. If the power switch of the UPS turned on, then the controller supplies the power to the inverter and to the essential loads. At this stage the inverter starts its operation and fed power to essential loads. If the inverter power generation is greater than the essential load power consumption, then the excess power is consumed by the dump loads. The operation of the dump loads is indicated by the blue, yellow and orange LEDs in the controller unit. If the inverter power generation is less than the essential load power consumption, then the radio frequency signals are used to operate the switches in essential loads to operate them in order to avoid the UPS power draining.